Welcome to Elevation Nation with your hosts Sam Panich and Parker Yablon. Elevation Nation is a community focused on bringing together young adults who are elevating themselves and others every day. Each Thursday, we take 15 minutes to talk about what's going on in the real world and touch on all the great things that Elevation Nation is up to. What's going on, Elevation Nation? Coming off a great episode this week with Betsy Kaplan. She's the founder of Grief, Sweat, and Tears, an incredible community bringing together people who are grieving through physical movement in New York City. And she's obviously a program director of experience camps, doing incredible stuff in PR. If you haven't seen that episode, definitely check it out. Sam is back from one of my favorite places in the world, Puerto Rico. So we're going to recap a little bit of that today and how his solo trip was. And I have to say it, if you're looking on YouTube, my fingers are all messed up. I got 6 stitches playing too good of basketball, Sam. You know what? Like, that's what it's come to. I've gone so hard. The pickup basketball of the Equinox is all I got these days. And, I went a little too hard, 6 stitches in my hand.
I give you a lot of credit. You have been balling a lot lately. How does it feel to have something that I would say is like your new passion be taken away from you? I guess it hasn't really hit yet. It's only been a day.
It's been a day. I think we'll have to see. I think I'm on the IR right now for about 2 weeks or so. One, actually, Equinox basketball courts are closed this week, starting today through Sunday. They're doing a charity
event. Good timing
event.
To get hurt.
Great timing, and I'm gone next week. So before we know it, I'll heal. I'll be back better than ever. But yeah, new hobby. It's been cool. I'm actually nervous when I move where I'm gonna play next. So that is something that I'm gonna have to figure out. But yeah, it's been cool, dude. Man. I think I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
I wonder if the talent in Upper West Side of New York is the same in like Hoboken. We'll have to see.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm sure. It's going to be great. The talent here is I'm the smallest on the court, and I gotta earn my stripes, dude.
There you go. Okay, good. I love it. Well, Parker, you brought up a new concept that I've never heard before for today's episode. I guess in honor of my Puerto Rico trip a bit. You're calling this hospitality. Where did you even hear that, man? What is that?
Yeah, so hospitality is like
a food.
It does. It sounds like a little bit of food. Kind of sounds like I think of hush puppies. You ever have those?
Of course.
Yeah. Jem and I, our favorite friend, came up with this concept. But this trend is a thing. I've been reading about it a little bit. And Hilton, actually, and a magazine, Travel Tomorrow, shows that the number one motivation for travel right now in 2026 is not to go party. It's not to go crazy. It's not even to go travel and experience a ton of things. It's simply to rest and recharge. They found that more people are traveling to rest and recharge opposed to be able to like go, which I found was very interesting. And for you going to Puerto Rico, I know it was fully rest and recharge for you, but you also did it alone. So talk us through that. What did it look like for you to be there in another place in an island in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean? What was it like?
It wasn't rest and recharge at all.
Okay.
I didn't sit on the beach. The only time I read my Kindle was when I was waiting for my surf lesson to start. I did very little resting. And I think I was talking with my mom about this. I think because I was there solo, which, I mean, we can do the whole episode on that concept alone, I was struggling a bit to figure out my own head, right? So there were times when I was tired, but instead of saying, you know what, I'm going to go take, a little nap or relax on the roof or sit and read for a bit or sit by the beach, that to me I was confusing being tired with being uncomfortable being alone. And so anytime I got to those points where I was feeling tired and I wanted to go back to my, Airbnb and sit and be inside and not be near people, I was like, oh, it's because you're scared to be alone. You're scared. You don't want to be out in public by yourself anymore. You're tired of that. And so it was tough for me, if you're with someone else and you're both after a long day, you're tired, maybe you want to go sit back and take a nap. You have that other person that confirms with you, like, yeah, let's take a quick break. For me, I kept challenging myself of like, if I stop going, if I stop doing, that's me hiding from being alone and really embracing the city and being on vacation. And so I did very little resting. I did a shit ton of walking and exploring and time by myself, just walking around and listening to the sounds of the city. So yeah, but I feel rested. I feel recharged, but it was certainly a challenging type of vacation.
Yeah, it's funny you bring that up because I kind of had something similar the other day. JJ was gone, and I was like, do I want to come home and just eat and sit on the couch and maybe read, to your point, or do some more work, or go out and maybe do like a solo dinner, sit at a bar and just hang out. And it's like, I imagine for you too, you're like, okay, I'm here. I'm in Puerto Rico. I got to take advantage of this. Yeah. But you know what? At the same time, like, I'm here. Like, no one's telling me I have to go travel and walk around and do 5,000 more steps. Why can't I go sit in my hotel room and just hang out? Because that sounds enjoyable. It's like we're our own internal. I mean, it's almost like the two people that we wear on our shoulders. It's the one that's saying, Sam, go do, like, go. Like, yeah. Or it's just like, no, dude, just like go chill out. It's all right. Like, this is your vacation. Just do what you want. Do what makes you happy. And I give kudos to you to pushing yourself to know and have the self-awareness to know that you felt the tension with you wouldn't be happy going back to your hotel room and sitting and reading a Kindle because you think it would be a waste of time.
Yeah, I was kind of like, I can do that in DC.
Anywhere.
When the weather's nice. Like, let me go keep exploring, keep meeting people, keep trying new things. But overall, man, my first solo trip, I know our buddy Miles has done a lot of solo traveling. Parker, I don't think you've done any solo trips beyond a work trip, right?
Not like that, where it's completely going to another place. One day maybe there'll be opportunity. However, I mean, I told you the other day, I was like, I feel like that ship had sailed in a sense, unfortunately, or maybe it hasn't. But it's hard to just say, "Hey, I'm gonna go dip for 3 days, 4 days by myself." But I'm jealous. Yeah. I was sitting here, I was like, I'm jealous of you because it sounds incredible.
It's one of those things where it was mostly incredible, but there were certainly some moments of discomfort. Not like badness, not like, oh, this is a tough vacation, but more just discomfort. And I knew at those moments that this was a new skill that I needed to develop and why I was outside my comfort zone and pushing myself, right? Sitting in a bar by yourself eating dinner and not looking at your phone is hard, especially when the bartenders are busy and not like hanging out and talking to you, right? So what do? You sit and you read the menu 100 times, you look around and you look at the vibes and like hope that someone comes and sits next to you and that you can talk, or you just be with your own mind. And so it's just that like awkwardness of, I really want to look at my phone. Like, I'm feeling uncomfortable. Let me look at my phone, and trying not to allow myself to do that, I think helped me grow a lot. That being said, pretty much every dinner. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, my question to you, though, is like, is that anxiety, that dilemma that you're facing, is it worth it than just saying, I'm going to look at my phone and I'm just going to have the peace? And like, that's the crazy thing. That's the dilemma. It's a dilemma because we sit there and it's like, oh, I'm going to put this thing away. I don't want to look at it. I'm going to try to be observant. Or should you just say, screw it. I know this thing is going to give me joy during this meal.
No,
it's such a hard dilemma.
No, I think it's not hard at all because it doesn't give you joy. It gives you comfort. It's a difference.
Comfort.
Your phone isn't giving you joy. It's not giving you happiness.
Yes,
It's not giving
that's a
you a
good
new
point.
experience.
That's a good
It's a
point.
shield that you get to put on to make yourself feel comfortable. It's a blanket. It's a distraction that allows you to not think about where you're at or not feel awkward or that people are staring at you. So no, it really like wasn't a challenge. It was more of an instinct to grab it. But I knew I didn't want to do it. I knew I didn't want to sit there on my phone. And as soon as I didn't do that, people would sit down next to me and I'd have conversations. My first meal, I met a couple that was visiting from Philadelphia, right? They were out to dinner. Talked to them about the podcast, talked to them about life, talked to them about food. They were great, right? Followed each other on Instagram. Great people. My next dinner was able to meet a couple guys on an excursion who hopefully they're listening. Amazing guys, Brian and Justin. We had a full day. Didn't know anybody. I went by myself to El Yunque. Met these two guys that were on a trip. One in New York, one in San Francisco. Both work in tech. And we became buddies. And they were kind enough to invite me. They said after the rainforest tour, we're going to go snorkeling. I tagged along with them. Then we got drinks. We all showered. We met up for dinner. And then we sat on my roof at my Airbnb and hung out and talked about life. And that was great. Met cool people. And the next day was anxious again because those guys flew out that night. And then I was by myself again. And I spent the morning, a beautiful morning alone. And then I took a surf lesson. I thought there'd be people in my surf class. I was the only one that showed up. So I got a private surf lesson.
Were there waves?
Yeah.
That's good.
Was I good? No. But I tried.
Waves can get pretty serious out in San Juan.
They were pretty small. They were good beginner waves. It was hard.
That's good. It is hard.
Yeah, and
It's
so
fun.
you have this thing on solo trips where it's this ebb and flow of like meeting people, wanting to meet people, wanting to be alone, being alone, right? And it's kind of just riding those waves of emotions that I think was a difficult challenge. But at the end of the day, Parker, like I'm really proud of myself for trying to go outside my comfort zone. I mean, my first night, my flight got canceled at Dulles. I ended up staying at the sketchy ass.
I thought you were
airport
going to
hotel.
cancel your trip.
I was close because there were no other flights that would have worked. But yeah, it was, you know, what do you do when things don't go exactly according to plan or exactly how you've pictured them in your mind? And that was a really good challenge for me to kind of just go more with the flow. So I'm glad I'm working on that skill set. It was a really meaningful experience for me. The whole time I was thinking, would I want to do this again? Would I not want to do this again? Was this fun? Was this not fun? And I think beyond being, you know, fully fun, I think it was good for me. And I think a lot of times people don't go on vacation because it's good for them. They go on vacation because they want to indulge. But I think one of the things you and I love about travel is the exposure to different cultures, the exposure to new experiences and going outside your comfort zone. And this was one way to certainly do that.
Well, I'm proud of you. It sounds like it was a great
Thanks,
trip.
man.
Obviously, a place that I've gone to many times that you finally got to see the beauty of,
Yeah.
which is very cool. And I know you also saw some people down there as well that we know. And I think it's cool. I think it's fun. There's no world where you're going to convince me that being with friends on travel is not better than going solo, because being with friends on travel is amazing. And you know what? I won't know because I haven't done solo. But if I was going to do a solo trip, Sam, I don't know if I would go to a city. I think I would do like a camp, like an overnight camping trip or something. Like literally like rent a campsite in the woods and like pop a tent up. And I feel like that would
I
be
don't know,
really fun.
Parker, I think it...
We
I know
should
you
do
can't
that.
really do a
Like,
full-
forget solo. We should try that one night. No phone. We'll go and ruck our own food. We'll
That's like that
we'll,
show
we'll
Alone
make a
that I'm
fire.
watching right
We'll
now.
do it.
You should do just a solo day trip, man. Go to like Quebec or,
I mean, I've had
or like Canada or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just like it's hard. It's like, why would I go to Canada for a day when I live in New York City? But it's a good point.
Why not?
I mean,
Why would you not?
lot of things happening. Maybe the opportunity will present itself to just say, you know what, I'm gonna go and do. But I'm glad you did it. It'll be interesting to see if you do it again. And I just it's cool to hear that it went well and that you also met people while you were there. It's funny. Back to my story about last week when I was sitting at the counter having a little bit of sushi at the bar. I was like you. I was like, I'm going to try to put my phone away. Guy sitting next to me, he was by himself. The rest were like couples and like whatever they were doing their own thing. And so, I was trying to spark conversation. The Toro hand roll comes out to him, and I'm like, damn, that thing looks really good. How is it? He looks at me. He said, good. And that was all I got out of him the whole night.
New York,
I was just like, God damn, like, what a miserable dude. Sorry. Maybe he wasn't miserable. Maybe he was going through something, but literally all I got was one word. Good. And I was just like,
that's tough.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
I know my place here.
That's tough. No, I love it. I'm appreciate the kind words, and yeah, if you haven't tried being solo, even just a solo day in your own city, go be by yourself. It's good for you. Until next week, Elevation Nation. Peace.
Thanks for tuning in to Elevation Nation. If you enjoyed our conversation, hit that subscribe button to get notified when we release a new episode. If you would like to join Elevation Nation or get more information about the nation, please visit our website at www.elevationnation.io. Until next week, Elevation Nation, peace.